from a podcast.
Oh, that was the most abrupt ending ever.
Wow. That was lack of a start, I would say. I kept waiting for the lyrics to drop in.
No, didn't you hear? It was like, podcast.
No, that was me.
Oh, was that you?
Yeah, I was singing along with it. No,
Bernie was freestyling.
I was.
Well, it was very good. It sounded professional. It sounded professional enough to be a podcast theme song, Bernie. That's what a good job you did.
Yeah.
You totally had me fooled.
Exactly the level I was aiming for.
Hey, speaking of which, it's a podcast.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I've been looking forward to the podcast this week for some reason.
You have? Why? What's up? You got something to talk about?
I don't know. I think I'm just in a good mood.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah. Been a good week so far. We had a great day in the office yesterday, I thought.
Well, it's just you, me, and it's just Jeff, Gus, and Bernie this week.
Maybe that's why I'm so excited.
Yeah, maybe no Jack or Joel to drag us down.
Yeah.
Double J influence.
Think
Still.
maybe we can get through an entire podcast without Jeff looking like he's about to pass out or fall asleep.
Well, that's Jeff all day, isn't it?
Pretty much, man.
Yeah. It's no offense to the podcast. That's just the way Jeff rolls.
Takes a lot of energy to maintain this amount of awesome.
That reminds me, we have a new employee at the office who we haven't talked a lot about recently. And we don't have many meetings at the office.
Very rare.
It's like 4 a year, 5 a year?
Maybe 5 a year.
Maybe.
That's stretching it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this year we've had 2 so far this year, which is really rare for us. And our new employee missed the first one and then slept the entire way through the second one. So I think he's sending a message. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm getting it worked out.
He missed the first one, walked in with a sandwich and was like, there's a meeting?
And
You're like,
then
yeah,
left.
didn't you get the email? He was like, nope, and just turned around and walked out.
New employee doesn't do meetings. I'm really sad he missed yesterday's meeting because it was a good meeting.
It was.
We had a lot of fun.
He was there physically.
I guess that's true.
I looked over and he was fucking chin down in his chest, just sawing some logs.
I did find, his occasional snores to be helpful and insightful.
He would stir every now and then when there was a round of laughter.
Yeah, I knew that was he was sitting directly across from me at the other table, and I could judge how good a response an idea got by how much it stirred him. That was like a 3.2. But yesterday we had a pitch session, is what we call it, where we went over a bunch of different ideas for shorts and other projects as well. It was fun.
It was great. A lot of fun.
It lasted a lot longer than I thought it was going to last.
Yeah, a lot of dick jokes, surprisingly.
Idea number 1, get rid of the podcast.
That's not a great idea for a short. But what is it? This is our 45th. We're coming up on.
Is our 45th?
Yeah, we're coming up. We're getting close to the 1-year anniversary of when we started doing weekly podcasts.
Wow, dude.
And it's probably like 2 months away, something like that.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, that's about right. We had a week there where we did 5 in 1 week.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that. So it's maybe about 3 months away then.
Yeah, but this was about the time we started, doing we put out the first one
First couple.
December, right?
Yeah, it was about a month ago.
Most people are more prepared with anniversary information than we are. We're trying to retrofit and figure out what our anniversary was.
Well,
I'll tell you right here.
I don't even remember when it was. I remember I posted a podcast that day, and then all the comments for that podcast were, "Hey, this is the 1-year anniversary of when y'all first put a podcast out." And I was like, "Oh, I'll be damned."
I have that same problem with the comic.
I have no idea.
I'm assuming it was April 1st was our first weekly podcast.
Fuck it, why not? Let's just say it was.
Sure.
Number 2 was April 10th. So
it would have made sense for us to do it on April 1st.
We usually do during the week of our anniversary a week of content, like something new and different every day, and I think this was maybe the Wednesday of that week.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like Red versus Blue would have been on the actual anniversary, and then we started doing the shorts as well, and then the podcast. I think that's the way it worked.
It's actually number 2 was on April 10th.
Yep.
That's what Bernie said.
Oh, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, but in your defense, I said it earlier than you.
Oh, well. Also, I wasn't listening.
We
We skipped between 3 and 4. We skipped like 2 weeks. It's weird.
So
I guess we must have put out like the Left 4 Dead video or something at that time.
Oh, yeah.
So based on the feedback I've gotten, I read in last week's podcast, people want us to talk more about football coaching changes. So
That was
maybe
the
we
worst.
should-
Like I had
maybe we should dedicate this podcast to that.
I walked out from a conference call and I walked back in and Jack was talking very passionately
God
about
damn, dude. I wanted to.
college football changes.
I never regretted not getting in on a conference call so much. I was jealous of you.
Yeah, he was really passionate about it.
He was. He's very excited about old white men.
Well, it's one thing to talk about football, which people have pointed out to me that a lot of the world doesn't follow football.
Right.
Well, that's their loss.
But then the particular kind of football that we were talking about, which we like, is college football. You could not pick a more regional sport.
Sure.
Than probably college football.
If the region is America.
Well, no, I mean, we're in the state of Texas, and not everyone in the state of Texas even likes the team that we like. I mean, there's,
It's true.
You go a city 100 miles away, and everybody hates that team.
You could say that about professional sports. The Texans and the Cowboys are really, 200 miles away.
Well, it's pretty arguable that if you're within the state with a team, you might like the team. That's not the case with college football.
Yeah, it's definitely college football is definitely a lot more territorial.
And you could even argue that the closer you are to that team, the more you hate them.
What are you looking at me for?
Well, you're from Alabama.
Well, you're the favorite drunk tank participant, so we figured you would have some insight.
Oh, can I? No, I don't have any insight.
Yeah, roll with it, Jeff. You're Mr. Popularity.
Mr. Popularity over there.
What are we talking about today, Jeff?
Oh gosh, what do you guys want to talk about? Let's see. If Jack was here, we could talk about Army of Two, but I don't want to bore you guys.
No, let's talk about Army of Two. Is it good?
I liked it. I never played the first one. Talking about the sequel, Army of Two 40th Day. It's a pretty cool game, though. It's kind of like a more co-op centered Gears of War. Feels very much like Gears of War, kind of slow shooter. You know what I mean? Like the pacing in Gears is kind of slow, a lot of ducking, a lot of cover.
How? I guess.
The
Have you
mechanics are very
played it
similar.
at all single player, or have you just been playing
Yeah,
like
I
two
have.
player? How does the AI stack up? Like with the game like that, like Gears, I'm always concerned when I'm playing with an AI partner.
Well, here's the problem. I played through the whole game with Jack. So it would be hard for any AI partner not to be better than Jack.
Oh, right.
He's notoriously bad at shooters.
What?
It's coming from Jeff, by the way. I just want to
Hey,
point
I'm
it
okay.
out.
I hold my own.
Weren't you trying to complete like the game on Veteran yesterday, and Jack was trying to do the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do?
Yeah. That was awesome. That was Call of Duty.
Oh, that was Call of Duty?
Yeah, we were trying to do a Spec Op video, and I couldn't get Jack to go upstairs with me to save his life. He insisted on going in the garage. The murder garage. So, anyway, the thing I like about Army of Two, though, it's like a 5-hour game.
That's not bad.
No, it's great. We talked about this last week, too, but I really appreciate short games.
Most people would argue and say that's bad, though.
No, fuck
I
'em.
think.
Yeah,
I agree with you, but I think most people want longer games.
Yeah, when we talked about that last, there was a lot of feedback. There's a heated discussion about the length of video games in the comments for that podcast.
And I think the main point was just from an economic standpoint, people want the most for their $60.
Yeah, but when you get like a long 10, 12-hour shooter, you're playing a game that ends up with like 4 or 5 or 6 filler levels, right? Mm-hmm. That just aren't interesting. And they're just you end up with a lot of levels that they just put in there to pad the time.
I agree.
And I'd rather play a 5-hour shooter that's designed well enough that I want to play it through 4 or 5 times than play a longer FPS once.
I did not like the movie Avatar more than I liked Inglourious Bastards because it was longer. You know?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't much longer. Inglourious Bastards was 2 hours 30 minutes long. Avatar was like 2:45.
My point being, Mr. Semantics, that you can like...
It's the same movie. It's the same length.
You don't judge movies based on the
length.
length of the movie, is what I'm saying. You don't sit there and discuss it and say,
Nobody walks out of a theater going, that movie was only 90 minutes.
fuck that, I want my money back.
I want $2 back.
How long was Toy Story? It was 72 minutes?
It's pretty short.
I think it's... Jack has just joined us, by the way.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
How
what's
you
up,
doing?
Jack?
And Jack, hold this. How long was Toy Story? Do you remember?
Toy Story, it was a shorter movie. I don't know. I want to say it was less than 90, but I'm not sure what exactly.
My biggest disappointment was Dana Carvey's Master of Disguise, which is only like 70
That
minutes
was like
long.
a 70-minute movie. Yeah. I didn't see it, though, did you?
I felt ripped off on many levels.
You didn't actually see that.
No, I didn't.
We should watch it now.
we should. We should organize like a viewing on the website or
Did you see
something.
Dana Carvey in that? Was it a Sprint ad or some? There's some commercial he's
Yeah,
in right
it's
now.
a Sprint ad.
God, that's weird. What was he in before that? What was the last thing he was in?
Wayne's World 2?
Really?
Yeah, he had health problems, right?
Did he?
Yeah, I think he caught some kind of a disease or something.
No, he had a heart surgery that the surgeon botched, and then they had to have the heart surgery again.
Okay.
I'm totally working from memory here, but I think he had some kind of vessel, like an artery or a vein, in his heart that had to be repaired. then his claim was that the surgeon messed it up and it derailed his career for like 2 years at a very vital part of his career.
If you're going to have a surgery botched, I think heart is the last surgery he won botched, right?
Heart or boner.
Heart or balls or brain.
Brain, yeah.
I'd never heard that before.
Boner surgery.
Like Schwarzenegger had preemptive heart surgery. There's no such thing in my opinion. I'm not going to do heart surgery proactively.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
not. I just wait it out. I'd live close to a hospital. That would be my
That
strategy.
shit is rough.
Wait, so
Apparently, I'm reading here, he underwent open heart surgery for a blocked artery in 1997, but had the wrong artery operated on. He later sued for medical malpractice and was awarded $7.5 million. He's had to undergo 5 operations in total to correct his heart problem.
Fuck, dude.
Look at the big brain on Burnie. Look at that. All from memory.
Poor guy.
Dana Carvey's girl, right? I saw a thing the other day about him where he had some sketch comedy show.
The Dana Carvey show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it only ran for a few episodes, but it had people, like almost the entire crew that is now The Daily Show and The Colbert Report.
It had a tremendous amount of talent, writing talent. I think Steve Carell and Stephen Colbert
Right.
and, God, there's somebody else
Dave
too.
Chappelle?
Was Dave Chappelle?
Mm-hmm. Dave Chappelle was a writer for that.
Wow, that's a fucking crazy cast.
Yep. It's probably a guy who just knew a bunch of really funny comedians, young comedians in the club circuit or something, and just hired them.
Louis C.K. and Robert Smigel were producers.
Wow. Smigel.
I gotta say, some of the sketches were out there, but they were pretty funny.
I heard that show was pretty outrageous, like over the top.
Well, he was a Groundlings guy, right? Carvey was?
I don't know.
Like all those guys.
I believe so.
Yeah, all those Groundlings guys, they ended up on SNL or, they've all done pretty damn well.
Man, did anybody watch? Speaking of SNL, did anybody watch the Sigourney Weaver SNL? last
It
weekend?
was
Yeah,
okay.
It was
it was terrible.
Man,
I was being friendly by saying it's okay.
I felt bad.
I like the Weekend Update was pretty good with Seth Meyers talking about how NBC is like having 2 wives.
That was kind of funny. Or the thing he said about Jimmy Fallon, he can't go back to being in the skit every 3 weeks. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I forgot Jimmy Fallon did Weekend. He did Weekend Update, right?
Yeah, he did toward the end.
Who was he? Who was he?
It was him and Tina Fey, I think.
Tina Fey, yeah.
And then when he left, Amy Poehler replaced him.
Yep.
Okay, and then Seth Meyers replaced Tina Fey,
And
now Amy Poehler's gone on to smaller and better things. I don't know about better, but
she's on Parks and Recreation, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's doing.
That's what he's talking about.
I just saw an episode of that for the first time.
Which one did you
last
see?
week? Will Arnett was.
I
guest
saw that
starring.
one too.
It was all right.
Yeah, it was. I watched the first episode and it was terrible.
Yeah, I'd never seen an episode. I saw that one. It was okay. I laughed a couple times.
Yeah, same here. As soon as
But
I saw that Will Arnett was in it, I was like, I gotta watch this.
Watching it was just. I just felt like I was watching The Office, but set in a different office.
Well, I think then that's the appropriate feeling. I think that's what they're going for.
But strike while the iron's hot.
That Aziz Ansari guy. It's kind of funny on it, I thought.
I don't know.
He's got a new special on
I
comedy.
found him a bit annoying.
He's funnier not on it, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
He's funnier in other stuff that he does.
He's got a special on Comedy Central right now that's pretty good.
Cool.
He's one of the human giant guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was the one who had that really funny part in Observe and Report. The
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen mall cop movie.
Which was good, you said, right?
You should go see
Yeah.
it. It's
I wanna
great.
see it.
It's a dark comedy.
It's on DVD
really
now.
funny.
It's extremely dark.
Well, it's by the Foot Fist Way guy, right?
Yeah. I forget his name, but yeah, I was thinking.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Jamie something.
Oh.
Right?
No.
The guy that not Adam McKay, but the guy that actually created.
He also did Eastbound and Down,
Yeah.
and crap, I can't think of what his name is now.
Yeah.
He's not the dude that's in it, right?
No.
That's Danny McBride.
Yeah.
Well, Danny he's also in Observe and Report.
I think Danny McBride co-wrote Foot Fist Way, but this guy was the writer-director. I can't think of his name.
That makes
know.
sense too because the girl from Foot Fist Way is in Observe and Report.
Well, there you go.
She's like a corn dog girl.
That
or
movie
something like
did
that.
not do very
I
well.
hope that's what I think it is.
Well, I think the people that went and saw it thought it was going to be like Paul Blart 2, and then if you go see it, it's nothing. It's a twisted, sick movie. Like
Jody Hill.
Jody
Hill,
yes.
yeah.
That's who y'all are thinking of.
Man, I was thinking about this on the way in today. So in this podcast, there's only 2 of us that actually have cable TV at home.
Yeah.
That's a little bit weird.
I've got the
Is
internet.
it? I got the internet.
No, that's
fuck.
not cable TV.
Fuck that. I got the internet and I got an antenna. What else you want?
Well, I mean, like you don't have a traditional experience that like Burnie and I have. Like as far as watching TV and everything like that. Like you can't go home, right? You couldn't watch Daily Show last night and see who was on.
I could watch it tonight.
Yeah, but I mean, you're missing things that are like very, very, important.
Jack is saying you're not in the moment.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like you guys represent sort of the new way of looking at sort of television media, or not even television media, but just.
I think Gus and I don't watch TV nearly as much as you do.
No, I don't.
Probably.
I don't.
No, but that's the thing though. I mean, it's weird that like I don't know. I think we're coming across this, the future now where
Like
people
when
are stopping to watch traditional TV.
I'm actually. It's funny you bring this up. I'm looking into doing this project for my TV at home, where I'm trying to figure out how to build like a little home theater PC that I can use as a DVR with my antenna, and so that I can use it to watch like Hulu and other stuff on the internet on my TV, and have it be remote controlled. So it's like a more traditional experience, but still, like you said, delayed a day.
Yeah. I hear all that, and I'm just like, get cable.
Fuck it.
Save yourself some grief.
I mean, I spend $400 on a computer to do that, and that's like a cable bill for 3 months.
The way I look at it, I like to watch, and you guys feel free to make fun of me for the shows that I watch, but I like to watch any Gordon Ramsay cooking show, not time sensitive at all.
Unless you're watching something like Hell's Kitchen and someone spoils it for you.
Who the fuck is going to spoil it? None of you people watch those shows.
I love that show.
I watch Hell's Kitchen.
Dude, I watch Hell's Kitchen.
We never talk about it.
I've been
because no one else watches it in the office. I don't have anyone to talk to.
I've watched Hell's Kitchen since season 1, man. I love that show.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, fine.
We're totally spoiling it.
Every day.
Hell's Kitchen, Project Runway, 30 Rock, and The Office. I can wait a day to watch any of those shows.
And
it saves me $140 a month.
All of those except Project Runway. If you had an antenna, you could watch them.
Yeah.
The day they came out anyway.
And I do have that antenna. I still, even though I have that antenna that you gave me, I still choose to watch that stuff online at my convenience. I don't need to watch 30 Rock on Thursday night. I don't have that burning desire.
Yeah, I've got.
I might feel that way about Lost when Lost comes out, but
I can watch any of the network stuff the night it comes out.
Well,
I have an antenna.
The list again was Hell's Kitchen,
Project Runway.
Yeah, what else?
30 Rock and The Office. And that's it.
I bet you motherfuckers want us to go back to football at this point. Project Runway.
I
went Gossip Girl and Project.
I went to Jeff's house the other day, and he had a project. Well, I don't know, maybe Griffin. Someone had a Project Runway sewing machine in their living room.
That'd be Jeff.
What? Yeah, that's mine. Yeah, Griffin has a sewing machine that just happens to be like the Project Runway sewing machine.
Oh my god!
Do you have a Margaritaville?
She didn't run out and buy it because it was a Project Runway sewing machine. She just needed a $150 sewing machine, and that was the one that was in her budget.
Was it a quality product?
No, it broke.
Did you make it? Did you make it work?
It's busted. No, it's broken. We didn't make it work. That's cute though.
Thank you. Tim Gunn was actually on How I Met Your Mother last week.
I don't know who Tim Gunn is.
You do. You know who Tim Gunn is.
I love him.
Who's Tim Gunn?
He's the pseudo host of Project Runway.
Okay. See, I pick up a little bit of the show from osmosis because my wife watches it. She's also watching The Bachelor right now, which is, I mean, that show will make you stupid. If you sit there and watch it, it will make you a dumb person.
It's funny you say that because I saw it, I was flipping through the channels last night before I watched Harry Potter, which was awesome, by the way. And I saw The Bachelor, and I thought, Bernie's wife loves this show. She's always talking about it. I've never seen it. I got about 4 minutes into it, and the dude had a chick who had a kid, and he was trying to play it cool, like he actually was into a chick with a kid when everybody knows that he wasn't. This is fucking lame.
It makes no sense. And the weird thing is, they put people in that scenario, and all those people within the first 5 minutes completely adjust and act like this is normal.
Right.
This is something that would happen.
Well, I was watching a commercial, I was watching something on TV. I might have been watching 30 Rock or something. Anyway, a commercial for The Bachelor comes on, and it's one woman yelling at another woman saying, she's totally fake, she's not real at all. Aren't all these people fake? Yeah. How can one person on the show accuse someone else of being fake?
I can't imagine anybody in the world would say, you know who I really want to marry? Somebody on a reality show.
Yeah, somebody on a reality show who's picking me out of a group of 12 people.
Yeah.
Or even the guys. There's 25 people, I think is what they start with. I have the idea that this is my type. I go for the reality show type. And I can just find this great one out of all these super duper qualified women. I just can't imagine that.
You know who wins in this situation? The guy who gets to make out with 12 hot chicks on a day-to-day basis. And then doesn't have to marry the one who wins.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of crying that's going on there.
Yeah, that dude's dealing with a lot of emotions.
Yeah, he also gets a large paycheck.
There's a lot of vaginas going on there.
Yeah. That's 12. If you're talking about 12 women, that's 12 periods, dude. Think about it.
That's like half your month gone.
The plumbing in that house has got to be just wrecked.
That's what I like about this podcast. It's a classy affair. We stick to the highbrow stuff.
Somebody just goes to the next level all the time.
Jesus, Jack.
Wow.
Thanks.
We just lost our 2 female listeners.
Yeah. I can't believe you don't have a girlfriend. You're so
charming.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
A ray of sunshine.
What do you think?
That's so ironic coming from you. Talking about someone being positive.
Dude, it works for me though. I can't stay unmarried.
So I've been going back. There's a couple of big sequels for video games coming out. In the next few weeks, like Mass Effect 2 and BioShock 2. And I went back and I just finished Mass Effect for the second time. I haven't played it since it came out. And I liked it a lot more the second time than I did the first time.
I'm glad to hear you say that, because I always felt that you, and I didn't play it, but just knowing you and over the course of our friendship, I felt like you were probably being overly critical.
I think I was being a little overly critical the first time I played it. It's a good game. It does have some shortcomings, which I hope they'll fix in the sequel.
So who's going to end up with Mass Effect between you and me? Because I don't think either of us. Gus, you want to do Mass Effect? Are you excited?
Yeah, sure.
You want to cover for the site?
Okay, I got nothing going on.
Well, Dark Void came out yesterday, right?
Today.
You ruined it
yesterday.
Whatever. Dude, how long,
I gave you a hand sign to be like,
how long do we have to keep that
heads
facade
up?
So Dark Void came out yesterday, right?
Yeah, yesterday. Jeff, you're playing it. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, the criticism of the game so far is that it's only about 5 hours long, which means I love it.
Well, that's like Army of 2. Army of 2 is really short.
We were talking about that earlier.
Oh, yeah.
He even tried to put it off because you weren't here, but we said, no, we want to talk about it.
That's true.
Sorry.
We weren't sure if you're going to show up at 1 p.m. again for work today.
Oh, right.
Yeah, what's up? What time did you roll in today?
I was here at 10:15.
Central Time.
Dude, I have to deal with traffic, though. I live way the hell up north. And
the traffic must be a bitch at 11 a.m.
It's a good
No,
point.
that's the thing.
No one else that drives to work has to deal with traffic in Austin, so your situation is fucking unique.
What, you take 2 roads to get to work. You take, 7th and the frontage road of 35?
Doesn't Joel have the same commute
Just
as you?
because I make
I
good
passed
decisions
Joel on the way in.
Just because I make good decisions in where I live and you don't, why the fuck should I be penalized?
In his defense, it wasn't his decision.
That is true.
It's where his parents decided to live.
It's true.
I'm about 2 months away from being debt-free. Other than my house.
Other than the largest debt possible in life.
Other than that 6-figure debt hole I've got.
Man, speaking about being debt-free, I'm selling my rental property. I'm excited. I'm going to be free of that shackle mess.
Nice.
How long have you had that?
9 years, I think.
Wow.
Maybe 10. Yeah.
Have you ultimately profited off the thing?
I don't know that anybody ever profits off the sale of a house. I haven't lost as much money had I been just purely renting it, or renting a place all that time.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it this way, I mean, he lived there for many years.
Oh, okay.
So
I lived there for 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you've just recently been renting it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's off Riverside?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the house where we recorded the first dialogue for Red vs. Blue.
Yeah,
that picture
true.
we have on the couch.
Really?
It was there. Yep.
Can you put like a historic landmark out front or something? One of those Texas ones.
That's also where we used to do the shipping for the DVDs. We'd get the fucking pallet.
Oh right, yeah.
The freight truck would come and drop it off.
Your sometimes bedroom was our shipping department. We had all our T-shirts laid out on the bed, stacked up.
Did you sleep on the T-shirts?
Oh yeah, I rubbed my balls on all of them.
I don't know what's wrong with Burnie over there.
I don't know.
He got all
he's
sad
lost.
and melancholy all of a sudden.
No. I'm just trying to get the most popular podcast member by looking vacant. And I was just thinking that house was how I actually met Jeff, and I'm thinking you had it longer than 9 years.
I bought it in 99.
So
11 years.
I bought it in May of 99.
It'll be 11 years at least now.
11 years, yeah. So I've had it for a long time.
Because I had to sign the paperwork to kind of approve the fact that Jeff had a job and say, I can verify this and that he has this salary for his mortgage application. I thought, who is this guy out here who works for us that's buying a house? And he was were you level 1 at the time?
Yeah, I was a level 1.
Entry-level position. He was buying a house. So
$8 an hour.
I went and found him out on the call center floor to introduce myself because I thought, here's a guy who understands what's going on.
Man, that's fucking ambitious. $8 an hour and you bought a house, huh?
That's a cheap house.
That's crazy though. That's awesome.
I got a good morttage rate.
You got
a
a
veteran.
VA loan.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, it was great. 7%.
I know.
It was awesome.
Well, the big deal was you didn't pay any closing costs. Which
I didn't have to pay any closing.
Can be
significant. Which is significant. Yeah.
You can tell about $6,000 on a house when you're doing closing costs.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty rough.
By the way, I also found that Toy Story's running time was 81 minutes. So it was short, but it wasn't as short as we thought.
It's still pretty short.
The Turkish version is 74 minutes. So, I don't know what is that, 7 minutes of Toy Story that would be inappropriate for Turkey, but...
So the total runtime, does that include the credits?
I don't know.
No, I mean,
I have no clue.
No, I mean, generally in a movie, if you look up a runtime, does that include the credits?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to say yes.
If that's the case, that movie's probably right around 80 minutes then, I would guess.
as opposed to 81.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I thought you said 88. I thought you said 88. So it's probably around like 75 or something.
According to Yahoo Answers, it starts from the beginning of the movie, beginning of the credits, and ends at the end of the credits.
Okay, there you go.
I think it's from when you hit play movie to when you return back to the main menu.
To when you go back to Blockbuster.
That's what I would account in there. Speaking of Blockbuster, I'm turning in my Resident Evil 5 and my Prince of Persia that I got from GameFly, and I'm canceling my GameFly account.
Why
Did you play Prince of Persia?
No. It's one of those things I added to my list probably 8 months ago, and I've gone through now 2 rounds of returning in 2 games, trying to get games I want, and they're just going down to like number 8 and number 9 on my queue.
When I had GameFly, I had a very similar problem that you're having. What I had to do was remove all but the game I wanted from my queue, and I have 1 game in my queue, or sometimes 2, and that would be the only way to get games. And you just sit and wait.
I hear you.
It's a flawed product.
Is there a GameFly here, like rental place here in Austin?
Yeah, I think there is a distribution center here.
Yep. The address that I send my stuff back to is in Austin.
Well, that's cool at least.
I guess. Great.
There's a warehouse full of games I don't want to play. Awesome.
What's the turnaround? Like, if you were to send in something today, when would you get one in?
Well, if, like, let's say the top items in my queue were, say, Left 4 Dead 2 and Dark Void, which comes out tomorrow, right? So I could turn in...
Yesterday.
Or tomorrow, today, whatever yesterday is. So I could turn in my games today, and I would have Crash Bandicoot on Saturday. That's how fast it works. So if you look at when you actually want the game, it takes, once you turn in the game, it takes about 6 to 7 months to get the game you want.
Pretty much.
But you'll get something in the mail in the next 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
It's just like Netflix.
The turnaround is about as fast as Netflix. It's just you don't get the game you want.
Okay.
It is very difficult to get anything that was released. Jeff, would you say last 3 to 6 months?
Yeah,
even?
I would say as far back as 6 months.
So I wonder, how do they determine who's getting Left 4 Dead 2 in this example?
I don't know.
How do they? Is it who added it to their queue first? Is it who returns the most games?
That's a great question.
You think they have like one of those big like bingo ball bins that they like roll around and pull your name out? Like, oh, they get it this week.
Yep.
I got Gears of War 2 from them, and I held that game for probably about 5 or 6 months.
Jeez.
And then I get Prince of Persia in the mail, right? And I go on their site and I look, and then you can buy the game as well. But my account is $25 a month, and the game is about $30 to buy the game. So they actually kind of show you, wow, you could have bought this game for less than the cost, or about the same cost as your GameFly account.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've always wanted to get a GameFly account, but I always hear things like that, like you can't get the game you want.
I've had it twice, and I don't think I'll have it again. Yeah, the problem, I guess, with GameFly and how it's different than Netflix is that you rent a movie and you watch it and you return it the next day. Nobody's returning games that quickly,
For your information,
people might keep Left 4 Dead for 2 months.
I have had Netflix movies for about 9 months now. So
you really?
In your face,
well,
sir.
most people return their Netflix pretty quickly so they can get the next movie.
I'm working from memory here, but my GameFly account is, I think, $25 a month. I got Prince of Persia in the mail to me with Resident Evil 5. On the site, I can just hit a button to keep it. If I keep it, they're going to charge me $12.34. So why would I want that game? Why would I want it from GameFly? The cost of my account, that's half the cost of my account for the month.
Yeah.
It's actually cheaper just to buy it from them through the mail than it is to try to play this like gambling system of hoping that you get it.
Yeah. Resident
Evil 5, by the way, I could keep for $19.
Why hasn't Netflix come out with their game version of Netflix? Why isn't somebody why is there no competition here?
I think the cost of discs is prohibitive.
They have to have some kind of deal, right? Like with the distributors or the game publishers?
I doubt it.
I'm sure they get some kind of a deal.
No.
No?
Nope.
No.
Well, there you go then.
I think they both operate under some kind of thing called the law of first ownership, where if you're the person who purchased it, you can pretty much do whatever you want to with it. There's precedent sent by the rental companies, the video rental companies.
Probably, yeah. So probably, I mean, you just look at it. Netflix can buy a DVD for $12 and rent it out and get it back the next day, or buy a game for $60 and have somebody keep it for 6 months.
And I think that doesn't apply to streaming for whatever reason, because it's a digital copy, not a hard copy.
So if we wanted to tomorrow, we could pool our money and open up a rental shop.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Why not?
There's no. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
You were thinking you had to have some kind of permit in order to rent games?
Yeah, in order to basically lease out your viewings of DVDs or games or whatever.
No, I don't think there's any such thing. Gus, didn't you leave Netflix because of the Blu-ray costs?
I canceled Blu-ray from my account. Like, at first, Blu-ray was free with your account, and then they increased the fee like an extra $1 a month to have Blu-ray access. I said, fine, I'll do that. Then like 3 months later, they increased the fee like another $3 a month. I was like, fuck that, I'm not going to pay.
Another $3? Really?
Yeah, I was like, I already paid the Blu-ray increase. So they're increasing it again, so I cancel. I don't get Blu-ray movies now.
I read an article that Blu-ray discs have less of a lifespan when it comes to rental.
That's their problem.
Just the way they're produced, right?
So they're brittle?
Or maybe the layer that protects it from scratches is less dense.
We always talked about this before Blu-ray and HD DVD came out. I don't know if you remember, but we talked about, since the data was packed more densely onto the same surface area,
right,
as to whether or not it would become corrupt more quickly. Because a scratch or a pit is a lot more likely to hit a data point,
right,
than it would on a CD or a DVD even.
Makes sense.
But for Netflix, I mean, I've really never had a problem since the first year that service existed getting a movie that was high up in my queue. Not even Blu-ray stuff.
We all, at one period, we were going to do I don't know if you remember, we were going to do a feature on the site, and then we never did it for what reason, but we all had trouble getting Blade Runner, the director's cut. For whatever reason, that was the one movie we had trouble getting.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we all tried for a couple weeks to get it.
And we were testing to see what Netflix analysis was. Like you said, who gets priority for the movie.
Right.
I had the 8 movies out of the time account, which I thought would give me priority access. And it didn't seem to.
And then you're the one who got the movie first, though, didn't you?
Are you? I thought we all got it about the same time. I even did the thing where I flipped my when I returned my previous Netflix to free up a space for it. I put my disc in backwards so that the barcode wasn't readable, make it harder for it to be received.
Yeah, I remember the experiment didn't pan out to be anything useful that we could post,
yeah.
So that's why we didn't put it up. But I remember though that was the Blade Runner HD DVD. That's what we were all going for at the time.
Oh, okay.
So it was when, the HD DVDs were another option you could put on Netflix, and those were scarcer.
Man, I want to watch Blade Runner now.
Is it scarcer?
It's on streaming.
More scarce.
More scarce, I think.
It
is the 8? Can you stream the HD
streaming
version?
HD?
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck.
By the way, I checked for you last night. I was renting.
I looked.
Okay, yeah, it's available.
Yeah, I was upset for a while because you could not rent Inglourious Bastards on Zune Marketplace on the Xbox, and you couldn't buy it in HD either. You couldn't rent it at all, and you couldn't buy it in HD. But they've changed that. Now you can buy it in HD, and you can rent it in SD or HD.
Man, I've really started using that service. I've been trying to catch up on all the movies I didn't watch last year, like The Hangover and Paranormal Activity and The Goods and Harry Potter. And that streaming HD service works so fucking well.
Did you watch The Goods?
I couldn't get through it.
Okay.
I watched
Did you
about
watch it?
30 minutes of it.
No, the trailers look terrible. I can't.
No, that Will Ferrell trailer was one of the funniest things ever.
The Will Ferrell scene is probably the funniest scene in that whole movie. That is the funniest scene in that whole movie.
I couldn't.
Plus, I can't stand Jeremy Piven. He just seems so like
I hate him too.
Slimy to me. I don't know, like douchey. I can't watch him in a leading role.
Yeah, I agree. And it just wasn't good. It was really sad too because I figured it would at least be watchable, but nope. Nope, I couldn't make it through.
Alas.
So should I try to go through one more round with GameFly?
How much are you paying? Find out how much you are actually paying.
All right, I'll find out right now.
And then you can go from there.
After this podcast, we're never getting that GameFly sponsorship we were angling for.
How long have you had GameFly, Bernie?
No, I'm like you. I've turned it back on probably about 6 months ago, thinking, okay, maybe they have everything worked out.
Right.
Now. And then I ended up paying for games that I had for, and part of it's me. I kept Gears of War 2 forever, and something else like Saints Row 2. I just kept them forever.
Didn't Mega 64 do GameFly ads for TV?
Yeah, they did very funny GameFly ads.
Maybe GameFly should be spending money on more discs and less money on talent.
Hey, no.
Put our friends out of jobs.
I pay $22.95 a month, all of which I hope goes to pay for Mega 64.
No, those commercials were great. We love the Mega 64 guys.
And then I could get 3 games out for $29.95 a month, or I could pay $36.95 a month and get 4 games out at a time.
You know what they should introduce, a service like GameFly, is they should have like tiered level. We always talk about with the Alamo, where you can pay extra to make sure you get the game you want.
Yeah, but then, why wouldn't you pay $2 extra or whatever it is to get that?
I guess that's
and
true.
It gets up to the level of, if you're paying $40 a month for 2 games, guaranteed you'll get it. Why not just buy the game at that point? So,
I guess it just depends on how fast you get through games.
So, I realize it will come back to GameFly at some point, but I'll be out for probably 6 months to 9 months. Speaking of which, I just got notification that I have another 7 free days of WoW, so you can expect me to see me back on WoW. That's how I play WoW. I just wait for them. I just cancel
free
my
7
account.
days?
Yeah, and then they send me, hey, come on back, please. Here's 7 days or 14 days. And I get all my WoW in 7 days.
That's awesome. I can't wait to track you on the armory again. Watch you progress.
They just upgraded the armory, too, didn't they?
Yeah, now there's a 3D model viewer and like a texture previewer in the WoW armory.
What does that mean?
You can look at your model and like rotate it and see it with different armor sets on. So you can see your character in your browser.
It's pretty cool,
essentially.
I guess.
I haven't played in a while. Let me see if I can pull up one.
You stare at that character all night long. I couldn't imagine being at work and thinking, I just got to take a look at him. Can you put different armor on him?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, wow.
If you can dress up your doll on the internet.
Holy cow, that's awesome.
It's
the best. I mean,
Tamagotchi.
You can look at other people's characters, and you can also look for like weapon upgrades. See, there's my character.
This gets better and better.
Do
Hey,
3D model.
Speaking of WoW, Gus, have you beaten Darksiders yet?
No, I think I'm close. I've been working on an Achievement Hunter video, and I keep thinking I'm close to the end of the game for it, and then it's like, oh wait, no, you're not close. You're not done.
Yeah, that's what Bayonetta was like for us.
And so I'm still plugging through it. I think I'm finally close. I might be like 80% done at this point.
Oh, cool. How are you liking it so far?
It's okay. I feel like it's a lot of concepts taken from other games, like mashed into one game.
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, I if I had to give it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it maybe a 7.
Really?
So far, we'll see how it pans out.
Okay. Cool.
So not a total loss.
No. I mean, I feel like I look at a lot of enemies and a lot of art, and I feel like, oh well, I've seen that character, I've seen that model before in WoW. Oh, I've seen that model before in another game. It's like it's a lot of, it draws a lot of inspiration from a lot of different places.
What are you guys most excited about coming out in the next few weeks?
God, I don't know.
There's tons of stuff. Mass Effect 2, Dante's Inferno, Bioshock.
I'm pretty
2.
excited about Dante's because it's new IP, and I played it a little bit at PAX. I'm excited about Mass Effect 2, but I can't tell you why because I didn't play the first one.
Yeah.
I'm excited about Bioshock 2, but I barely remember the first one.
I'm actually replaying Bioshock right now. I was going to say that earlier.
Yeah.
I finished Mass Effect 1, and I'm replaying Bioshock.
You enjoying it your second time through?
I've only about 2 hours in. I was going to show you, Burnie. I can make my character dance in my web browser. I know how much you love the dancing.
Yeah, I can't get enough of dancing in MMOs. I hope Old Republic will have dancing.
It does.
In Star Wars Galaxies, dancing was a profession.
That's true.
Really?
You'd go into the cantinas and see like 20 people in the corner dancing.
I would like to build a filter into an MMO where if anyone ever dances at any point in time, I just immediately can't see them. Like they go invisible ever. I can't imagine taking my
That could be
time.
dangerous on a PvP server, though.
Taking my time
Someone
to
run up
dance.
and see you dance, turn invisible, and stab you in the back.
I'm sure. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure that I've danced at some point, but it just gets so old. Like when you walk into a town and there's just a bunch of people in the middle of the town just dancing. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're not even like
you're paying $15 a month to do this.
Go kill something.
You just typed dance. It's not even like you're doing anything like some kind of fun beat game or anything like that.
Slash dance.
Slash dance. I use the hell out of slash spit though, constantly. I'm one of those people that I will just go as deep into the enemy territory as I can, like, all the way down to the training levels where you can't attack other people. They're too low level. It's like a
it's
like
not a starting towns.
Yeah, starting towns, stuff like that. Just wait for somebody to click on me with the wrong button.
Grief. Yeah, it's kind of funny too because the very first time I played WoW, where Griffin and I first started, we had to call Gus in because we were getting griefed like that, like level 2 or 3, and I thought, I will never be that guy. I'm never going to be that asshole. And as soon as I play, like anytime I go back to WoW, the first thing I think of is where can I grief?
Yeah, I remember I had to go save you guys.
Get this fucking alliance.
You were down in Razor Hill.
Yeah,
was that it?
Razor Hill.
There were like two rogues invisible.
Way back in the day.
I'll do the thing where I stop on a hill, and they all turn, they look at me, and I'm at the top of the hill, and I just wave at them. Wait, not fast enough, fireball.
I used to, with one of my characters, I used to log him out at the bottom of the lake in Red Ridge Mountains. And then I would consider him like a Godzilla or like a sea monster. And I'd like log in and I'd come out of the water like right next to the town and just start like fireballing everyone.
That must be a tough place to quest for the Alliance, I would think, because
I've never been there.
I'd come out and like just start terrorizing everyone. Throw a few slash roars around.
I play a warlock, an undead warlock, and I have one of my pets it was succubus. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's invisible. especially if you're a much lower level. So a lot of times I'll be a really far distance away from somebody waving to them, and I like send my succubus, and I just watching her run out there, and they're like waving and like looking at me, and then all of a sudden the succubus just smack, and then they go running. It's just fun to know it's coming, and they have no idea. They're like, nah, he's cool, he's not gonna do anything.
He's waving.
And then fireball.
Fucking idiot.
I don't think I have a fireball. I have a death bolt or something like that.
Death coil.
Death coil. That makes sense.
Man, I need to jump back on. The drunk tanks have been sort of slowing down lately.
Wowless.
It's been a long. We've been pretty busy the last few months, I would say. So when
we've been too busy to play video games.
Yeah, exactly.
When does Cataclysm come out? Because that's probably when I'll come back.
Oh yeah.
Still no release date.
Do you think it'll be this year though?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Do you think Old Republic got pushed back due to Cataclysm? You think they were scared of it?
No.
No,
I really don't think so.
No, I think everyone in the world is salivating, waiting to get in the MMO market right now.
Yeah.
Really?
Don't you think so?
I think so.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised we don't hear more about Star Trek Online. That's coming out in like a month, right?
They just entered open beta.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? When are they coming out?
You can sign up. I remember I read the star date a couple drunk tanks ago. I don't remember what it was now. I think it's like the first week of March or something.
Oh yeah, that's right around the corner.
Let me look that up.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Something I'm looking forward to is them announcing what the Oscar nominations are going to be.
It's going to be interesting.
Isn't that this weekend?
10 nominations.
I thought it was like February
1st, right?
something.
No,
like that.
when they announced the nomination.
Yeah, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
no,
It's like the first week of February, somewhere in there.
I think so too. I think Jack's right.
What did you guys think of the Golden Globes? Any surprises?
Hangover won Best Comedy.
God damn, dude.
Oh no, the nominations, the voting ends for nominations is Saturday. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, okay.
Don't get me started on The Hangover. I finally watched it over the weekend.
You hated that movie.
I hated it.
How does Gus know that when the voting for nominations?
That's a really good question.
Are you
actually.
part of the Academy and we didn't know it, Gus?
I can't say. Star Trek Online comes out February 2nd.
Whoa,
Wow,
really?
that's really close.
That's first. That's
I
the.
don't mean to derail.
That's
No,
the
that's totally fine.
that's-
I just went off in a tangent in my head where, see, now why haven't we heard about Star Trek, right? But when Gus said that, and I thought, is Gus part of the Academy? And I thought, what if Gus is part of the Mexican Academy? And like, there's a whole series of films starring Gus, like as some kind of bandito or something. I just went in my head and I thought, how great would that be to find those?
I'm a big Senor Spielbergo fan.
Anything we should know? Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you guys.
Oh, that's cool. I don't even know where we were.
So
at this
you
point.
saw The Hangover?
Oh, yeah. I just didn't like it. I don't know. It wasn't funny. It wasn't a comedy. People say it was a comedy, and it wasn't.
I think you're being too hard on it.
Yeah. I think so. There was comedic things in
Here's
it.
why it wasn't good. Because Brandon described it as the perfect comedy. So I asked him, what's the funniest moment of the movie? And he said, I can't think of any.
Well, the problem is you're talking to Brandon.
I guess. I mean, I recognize that there's value to the film because it made $277 million, which is extremely impressive, especially for a comedy. But when I watched it, I kept thinking, I'm going to laugh. Okay, well, they're going to tell a joke.
You're waiting for jokes, right?
Yeah, there was nothing.
Zach Galifianakis, like when he got
Zach Galifianakis was the worst part of the film.
when he got tased and was walking towards that child. that was pretty funny.
It was okay, yeah. I mean, that was humorous, but that might be the only time that I laughed or even thought about laughing.
The little girl screams.
The
That
Mike
was funny.
Tyson stuff was horrible.
I don't know. Humping
The
the tiger
fucking
was pretty
tiger.
funny.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, I guess.
Sorry, Grandpa.
Yeah.
I don't know. When a movie gets best comedy of the year, you expect it to have some comedy.
Sorry, there's no vaudeville in it.
There's no Buddy Hackett in there for you.
Wow. Just
The
saying.
movie was all right. It wasn't the best movie ever.
Go back and watch it again.
I watched it once.
Yeah.
You watched it once. We're on equal footing. Why should I fucking watch it again?
Because I've seen it more recently. I'm telling you, that movie's not good.
I saw it like 2 weeks ago.
And try to look at it this way. You disagreed with Brandon's review, but at least when you asked him about the movie, he didn't fall asleep or show up after noon to answer your question.
That's true. That's a very good point.
So
He's got that going for him.
he starts off with a positive. So February 2nd, Star Trek Online comes out.
Yeah.
And there's, from what I've seen, I haven't seen a pre-order push for it yet.
Well, it's a PC game. Do they really do pre-order pushes for PC games? I know Steam does every now and then. You can preload the game. But other than that, I really don't know.
If you're in the MMO business, especially the licensed MMO business, I would think you would be marketing like a son of a bitch. I would think.
I would hope so.
I mean, the other logic you could use is we could do kind of a soft launch, make sure we can handle it, work out the balance bugs that I'm sure any MMO is going to have right out of the gate, and then go from there. But it seems like every MMO, it's like, we're a week into this, and it's already going to be shut down.
Yeah, Star Trek. It's touchy, that property too, because Star Trek fans, Trekkies, are so like vehement about that universe, and they're going to be super, super critical. I would argue even more so than Star Wars fans.
I would argue those people don't really exist anymore.
You think so? I think they do.
I think they've been spread pretty thin by that franchise.
Do you know when the game takes place in the timeline?
No.
We looked it up and we talked it.
It's after the next generation.
Okay.
It's so weird. I just listened to this podcast the other day where we were talking about
Yep.
Oh, okay.
it.
We were wondering how it fit in with the movie and all the other stuff.
Well, yeah, especially now with the movie coming out because
the movie's in the Prime universe.
Yeah, so
No,
this is
it's in the other universe. What's the Prime is the original.
Prime
right?
is
Prime's the original. Okay, never mind. The
Spock-
game's in the Prime,
Spock Prime is the Spock that we know.
but in
so the game is in the Prime universe.
It's complicated.
yes,
Okay.
Well, I mean, isn't it all alternate realities once the users get involved, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
So you know what else comes out February 2nd?
Lost.
Lost. I'm so excited. We're like, what, 2 weeks away from that now?
That's like a nerd Armageddon.
Something like that.
Yeah, it really
Star
is.
Trek Online and Lost.
And I think
pretty amazing.
fucking Dante and Bioshock come out right around there too, right?
Is that the same day?
Same week.
Bioshock's February 9th, actually.
Yeah, I think Dante's is February 9th as well. It's like the second week of
So
February.
7 days later.
I mean, if Domino's introduces a new topping and Mountain Dew has a new flavor on the same day, it'll be like people won't be able to handle it.
Game Fuel
Bioshock 2 is February 9th, and Dante's is also February 9th.
okay.
Wow. That's going to be a big week for us.
If I was George Lucas, I'd kill myself February 1st and go, haha, fuck y'all. I ruined your coming out.
Did you see George? Did we talk about George Lucas on The Daily Show?
Yeah, I think we did.
God, that was weird.
I didn't think it was weird at all. I thought he was totally normal, and I thought it was a good interview.
I thought he was pretty funny, actually.
Oh, no, I'm thinking about how he looked.
How he
Well,
looked?
well, he's old as shit.
Yeah, that's true.
He looked like his neck grew, but that's about it.
Yeah.
The guy's had the same haircut and same hairstyle for 20 years.
You got to admire a
Doesn't
guy
look
who
any
sticks
different.
with it.
Yeah.
It's been longer than 20 years, hasn't it?
It's impressive.
Man, my dad's had a mustache since I've been born. This is before I was born. I've never seen him without a mustache.
That's his lucky mustache.
Yeah.
It's the
weird.
source of his power.
But like just a mustache, no goatee, no beard, always just a mustache.
Your dad's a weird dude then.
Maybe he's covering something up.
Maybe.
A huge
Totally.
scar. Or a birthmark.
He was a
Shaped
big,
like Louisiana.
Maybe he was big in the porn industry.
he
in
was
the
actually a
70s.
bandito.
I'm just going off the top of my head here. Yeah, he's in the Mexican Academy of Films. So my wife and I have this long-running thing that we do, long-running now being 2 years, where we watch all the films that are nominated for Best Picture.
Has she seen Avatar yet?
It's pretty cool. No, and she says she's not going to. And she's trying to do everything in her power to get out of going to see Avatar.
Why doesn't
Why
she
doesn't she want
want
to see it?
Because it's, I mean, the thing I always go back to when I describe my wife's taste in movies is that she would not go see The Matrix because The Matrix is a cartoon. It's exactly what she said. I don't want to go watch a cartoon. That's a cartoon. I tried to explain to her it's not a cartoon. She goes, I see the commercials. That movie's a cartoon.
I don't know how you argue against that.
Yeah. And so how do you get her to go see Avatar?
Yeah, if
Well, she'll
her,
have to if
If that's her
it's
argument
the
with the
tradition.
Matrix, man, yeah, I can only imagine with Avatar.
Tell her you're going to go see a different movie than like fucking sneak her into the Avatar.
Yeah, we're going to the Texas State History Museum to go look at oil derricks, and then take her into the IMAX.
Yeah, try to I'll say Gus is part of an exhibit there.
Tell her you're going to take her to see the Alps movie on the IMAX.
Gus is in an exhibit where he's wearing fur and he's around a campfire. And then sneak her into the IMAX. But she said that she does not want to go see 3 hours of fake blue people. And I said, that's exactly why you need to go see it, because you think that. So you should go see it. And she said, nope. Nothing doing.
It's too bad. It's such a good film. And it's made $500 million in fucking
It's
5 weeks.
It's going to take over Titanic.
Oh, yeah. It's only $100 million down, dude.
Did you
Yeah,
see
it's,
that?
not, it's not 100 million down anymore, is it? After yesterday?
Oh, yeah. It did $12 million yesterday.
So
it's like 80
It's
something.
95 million
95,
behind Titanic domestically.
It could do that in 2 weeks.
And it made 12 million on a Monday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was it a holiday?
It was
Yeah, it was MLK. So over the MLK weekend, it made $54.6 million.
Now, at this point, are people going to see the movie to try to be part of that record?
Who cares?
I don't know, not
I'll see
me,
it again.
but some people might.
I've only seen it once. I'll see it again.
I'll definitely see it again.
God, that movie's made so much fucking money.
The crazy thing about that, too, is that Titanic did it in 41 weeks. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And Avatar has essentially done it, or damn near done it, in
5 weeks?
Probably will end up being 7 weeks.
Could it make 2 billion?
Oh, worldwide, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily. It's only...
It's at 1.6 right now.
Yeah.
It's 222 million behind Titanic worldwide.
It's going to probably break both of those records at the same time.
And if that movie cost $500 million to make, which is what they were saying, with marketing and everything, and it makes $1.5 billion, it'll have made the profits of about 15 blockbusters.
Yeah.
At that point.
Jeez.
I mean, he's on a different level. Right?
He's on a different level.
So what's his next film? Has he talked about that at all?
I think he said he was going to do Avatar 2, right?
Really?
I heard there was talk about that. There's also talk about doing a True Lies sequel as well. I'd heard about.
That True Lies sequel rumor's been floating forever.
Yeah.
But I know Schwarzenegger hasn't ruled out doing more movies. Like, I think he supposedly has a cameo in Expendables. I think.
Oh, really?
I think so.
You know, the other week we talked about how some of the vehicles in Avatar look like Halo vehicles, and apparently I guess James Cameron talked about that. I don't know if y'all saw that.
No.
Did he really?
Yeah, he had an interview on G4 on X-Play where he said that, well, those were his designs to begin with.
Oh, really?
Wait, what?
Yeah, he said that, he said he knows that a lot of the stuff he's created has entered, like, pop culture canon.
Oh, you're talking like stuff from Alien and Aliens?
Right.
Oh, okay.
So he said that, of course, this is stuff that he created originally, and it's just out there. And, of course, people are going to use it. And, then he comes back to use it. He can still use it. It's his stuff.
He's doing interesting marketing this time around for this film. Like, he's showing up in really unexpected places. Like, for instance, you wouldn't expect James Cameron to be on G4
right.
or on Saturday Night Live, which he was in, or on Howard Stern.
He was on Stern?
Yeah, or he's about to be. Yeah, he's a scheduled guest.
He was funny on Saturday Night Live, the Laser Cats 5 or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know. Seeing Sigourney Weaver running around dressed like Ripley holding a lion, that was a flame-throwing lion. That was pretty funny.
I thought it was funny when she threw up on Bill Hader.
This goes back to the thing we talked about before. Jack really likes referential stuff.
Yeah,
like I was watching one of your videos that you made for Achievement Hunter, and he called Wolverines the best named level in the history of video games. For Modern Warfare 2.
Why? Just because it's named after Red Dawn?
After Red Dawn. So Jack just really likes referential stuff, like especially anything that references like the 80s or early 90s. Jack's just one of the guys that thinks that's so cool when they do that. So
there you go.
And it doesn't like me and you. It probably feels like, oh, okay, I get it. I saw that movie too. Yeah, you were in the movie. I get it. But James Cameron, if he only has to do promotions every 5 years, why not pull out all the stops, right?
Yeah, no, I just think it's cool that he's going in unexpected places. Like
every 5 years,
you'd expect him to see him.
Oh yeah, when was Titanic?
Titanic was 12 years ago. 12 years ago.
Was it 97? 97 with Titanic?
Yeah.
Like you'd expect to see him on the Tonight Show and Letterman and that kind of stuff. Not necessarily on Saturday Night Live.
Got a decade of material to talk about.
I guess so.
But he's always done like weird stuff. Like he's like Lucas. He just doesn't seem to give a fuck. That was the thing about the Lucas interview with Jon Stewart is. He's like, I don't care, whatever. People don't like it. That's okay. Like what you like, and don't like what you don't like. And Cameron did that thing for MTV Movie Awards. Remember the Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn pitch for Titanic 2?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
I remember that.
I don't think I ever saw that.
He's always done weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
In fact, the Laser Cats thing reminded me of that, where it was them pitching
like an
James
underwater
Cameron.
Dome or something.
Yeah, that Jack from Titanic is still alive and living in the ship. And it's or it's intentionally bad.
Yeah.
And James Cameron is playing essentially the Lorne Michaels part, and that going, no, shut up, this is terrible, shut up.
So speaking of late night talk shows, have you guys talked about Conan or anything yet? Do you want to?
Let me read you our first piece of viewer mail.
Oh, here we go. Bernie's excited about this. I'm glad that you mentioned that.
So,
one of the best parts about working in this company is that Bernie and I share an office, and when Bernie gets annoyed, it's always supremely entertaining, and I get to be there at ground zero for it. He got so pissed off last week when he read this comment.
What was the comment?
It was awesome.
This is in response to last week's podcast when we talked about the Conan O'Brien thing.
Okay.
And Jay or Dan on the site.
Which one is it?
It's just, I don't know. His name is Jay or Dan, which is actually a pretty funny username. But he wrote, Bernie doesn't seem to really know the whole late night deal. He seems to think that Conan is the one being canned, but it's really Jay Leno who is doing so poorly that NBC wants to put him into Conan's time slot. And Conan wants nothing to do with it, so now he's threatening to leave altogether. It bugs me when they talk about these things and don't have all the facts, but still form such a strong opinion about them while acknowledging they don't really know what's going on, them being us.
Well, there you go, Bernie. You just got served.
Oh, snap.
Do you think there's people out there who really believe that Jay Leno is on the outs with NBC?
Right.
Yeah, right.
And so that's why they're putting him back in the Tonight Show slot?
Yeah, there's one person
It's
apparently in the
punishment.
world who believes that.
It's either Jay or Dan believes that.
And that person hates when people spout off about stuff that they don't understand.
Good Lord, dude.
Jay Leno's done so poorly, he's getting that flagship late night talk show back.
Yeah, getting it back after quitting.
You know, I mean, should we correct this? I mean, should we bother to even explain the situation?
No, there's no rationalizing with someone like that.
Well, we don't know what we're talking about.
No, and he won't listen to us anyway because we don't know what we're talking about. We need the Skiz to go and regulate on Jay or Dan.
Oh, we should talk about that. So we started saying the Skiz. The Skiz is different than the guy who...
It's the skits.
It's the skits. And actually, it's funny because the Skiz messaged me and said, you know, I know you've been like saying good things about me, but I'm not actually the guy you're referring to.
We have the Skiz on the website.
It's actually the Skiz.
Yeah, it's the Skiz.
And the guy who is watching us is the skits.
Yeah. So it's two different guys. Anyway, the whole Conan thing... If you know, they had a giant rally, everything was awesome yesterday. But so suppose
rally,
come
What's
on,
wrong with people?
No, it was pretty funny. But anyway, this week is probably going to be the last week of Conan on NBC. And this week he announced...
Not because he got fired, though.
But only because Jay Leno's doing so poorly.
Only because Jay Leno's doing so poorly, they gave him Conan's job.
But they've announced like the week of guests. Like Will Ferrell's going to be on this week. I think Norm Macdonald's going to be on this week. It's going to be just a week of just guests who don't give a shit.
Man, I went back. It's funny you say Norm Macdonald. Over the weekend, I was laying in bed and I was thinking about Norm Macdonald, who's
he's so funny.
One of my favorite people in the world. And I went through and I watched all of his appearances on Conan.
His last one was fantastic.
He's that dude. That's like the perfect example of a dude who doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. But I'm excited to see Will Ferrell back.
Will Ferrell was Conan's first guest.
He was really
funny. Tonight Show.
He was the first guest. Anyway, he was the old show's last guest. Mm-hmm. So, and he could be this new show's last guest.
I wonder if he's going to be the first guest for Jay Leno's Tonight Show.
Oh God,
Part 2.
No, they're saying now like there's a list of celebrities that would come out and said they won't be on.
No. See, you read the headline. You didn't read the article.
Oh yeah.
That article makes it seem like there's a list of celebrities who say they won't go on.
It's really just Rosie O'Donnell, though, right?
It's really a list of people the author speculates won't be on the Tonight Show.
I know Rosie O'Donnell said she canceled an appearance.
When number one on your list of celebrities is Patton Oswalt, I would question a lot of words in the headline. There.
yeah. It was a poorly worded title for a terrible article.
But I want to say something on a kind of a serious note is that I like Conan O'Brien just fine. I don't know that he should have been given the Tonight Show. Once Jay Leno's number one in the ratings, I think somebody should have had a clause in their contract saying, unless we're number one in the ratings, significantly, then we're not going to make all these switches. But Conan was the one who was kind of in the driver's seat a few months ago. And Jay Leno didn't raise a big fucking stink when he was leaving the Tonight Show as number one. And he didn't sit on there and say these guys are making bad decisions or whatever. Granted, he did take a show that he probably shouldn't have taken himself.
Absolutely.
To try to remedy the situation. And Conan is... I don't find Conan particularly funny. It's just not my brand of humor. He's like a goofy guy and he's endearing, but I don't know if he's necessarily like the guy who can be in the driver's seat of America's late night television experience. The linchpin.
I think he's a funny guy, but I think he's niche funny. Right? And which is why he fit well at his original time slot.
He always seems like a guy who's going to be funnier 10 years from now. Like, everyone will like this kind of humor.
Yeah, I think to fill that time slot, you really need to appeal to that, like, wholesome middle America environment.
Which Jay Leno was doing.
Jay Leno definitely did.
Jay Leno, by the way, who is fucking terrible.
Yeah,
and not funny at all.
I hate Jay Leno.
Jay Leno's just not... He's not funny at all.
Did you see the clip where someone took one of his shows, one of the 10 o'clock shows he did, and took out all the product placements he mentioned, like products he mentioned by name? This was like 6 minutes long of just him saying different names of products.
Wow. What was one of them, Tebow? College football joke. But the thing that I don't agree with what Conan is doing now, where he had a shot on the Tonight Show, and you could say, well, they didn't give him enough time to really develop.
He had like 130 shows.
Right,
though.
140. I was watching his monologue the other night on Hulu. It was episode 140. And I'm thinking, that's like 5 or 6 seasons of a regular television show.
But you made that argument on your journal post, and then I mentioned the number of months that the other host had been on, Johnny Carson and Jay Leno. Carson was on for like 300 months, and Leno was on for like 270. And then you give Conan 7. That's nothing compared to what those guys got.
It's still 140 chances to get fans.
If Jay Leno had come onto the show and had lost as much ratings as the change, from Johnny to Jay, as Jay to Conan, Jay would have been gone in 6 months.
I don't know what
So,
I don't know what the
different back
percentage
then,
is, but they say that Jay Leno did actually struggle a bit early on. But when he got the Hugh Grant interview after he had that scandal with the prostitute,
I watched that interview.
That's what boosted his ratings.
And now they're saying this right now, what's going on with Conan now, could be Conan's Hugh Grant interview. Like, this could be what spurns people to start watching his show.
But nobody's watching.
No, dude, his ratings have shot through the roof this week.
They're watching now.
Yeah, exactly.
They're watching now?
Yes.
He was still getting trounced by Letterman last week in the middle of all this.
In the middle of all this stuff last week, his ratings hadn't moved a blip.
But
he was
also,
getting like a 2.6 every night.
But the problem too is Conan is going into this having some of the worst ratings leading into his show that anyone's ever had
because of Jay Leno.
Because of Jay Leno.
There's extenuating circumstances, but still.
Jay Leno is sinking even like the local news's ratings. And then there's
no question that Jay Leno's show is bad. There's no question about that. Jay Leno's bad, but Jay Leno was number one in that slot. Conan comes in. That's the slot. Jay Leno's show is a compromise thing that's going on at the 10 p.m. hour.
You can't run a show existing on hope of lead-in. I mean, there has to be a reason for people to tune in. You can't just hope that they'll stay on the channel because they're already watching it. And that's not a way to build an audience. There needs to be a reason for people to turn in. And
but it certainly
people like the show, they'll turn
audience,
in.
Though.
It doesn't hurt. I'm sure it helps tremendously, but still, if it's a good show and people like it and it has a broad appeal, then people will watch it. They'll turn on the television to watch it.
So where's Conan going to end up? Fox?
I think he's on the outs.
I think he's out, yeah.
No, I don't think so. Conan will have a show on.
He might end up on Revision 3.
Well, I mean, if you're saying he's going to end up on another network, sure, that's definitely a possibility. I think he'll go to that other network and not get ratings there.
I think so, too.
And I don't think it's in his best interest to do that.
I think this has killed Conan and Jay Leno.
I think
and the Tonight Show.
I want to say Conan because I think this is really Conan has now become sort of this. It's like the head of sort of this internet generation. Like he has sort of taken that role.
That is a 5-minute title.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like Firefly's the television show of the internet generation.
Still,
the internet generation pays. First of all, a generation on the internet lasts about 6 months if you're lucky. I mean, there is no internet generation. It doesn't exist. I mean, you can look at anything that's popular on the internet, anything, and in 7 months, nobody cares about it. It's gone.
Yeah,
doesn't exist.
Just a quick correction. I'm looking here, and the Tonight Show actually has double the ratings of Letterman.
Oh, since when?
Since
on what
when?
day?
As of last week.
I remember last week it got a 2.6 and Letterman got a 3.5.
Oh, well, I'm looking at different numbers. I'm showing Tonight Show as 1.8 and Late Show 0.9.
0.9.
That's not even that's
Are
not
you
even
looking
a
at
point.
share? Or are you looking
It's
at
like Nielsen's 25 local markets with people meters.
So you're looking at local markets?
We looked at the numbers last week and we said there was 300 million people in the U.S. and 2.8 million were watching The Tonight Show, which was less than 1% of the entire nation. And it was all the headlines. We had those numbers last week.
Yeah.
But here's my point that I was trying to make about Conan, which was my serious thing that I disagree with, is that he had his shot on the show, right? And he didn't get the ratings. He had 7 months to try to get the ratings up, and it wasn't working. You can argue now that with the controversy of him leaving, this external controversy, now they're getting ratings. Either way, it doesn't matter. He didn't get the ratings, and now he's leaving.
Yeah.
If the controversy goes away, then arguably his ratings are going to go away too, right?
Right.
If he keeps the show and goes on business as usual 6 months from now, he'll be right back to where he was.
Right.
My problem with Conan is what he's doing to The Tonight Show, which is that is a cultural touchstone in this country.
Yep.
And it is not his to dismantle it. It is not his to like do things like put it up on eBay or sell it off on Craigslist or anything like that, or to stand up on the monologue and essentially sabotage the future Tonight Show. That's not his show. He didn't create that show.
I think at the point where NBC said we're going to move the Tonight Show, that's when all bets were off.
I don't think
because
all
at
bets
that
are
point
off.
they were changing the Tonight Show, and they were literally changing the Tonight Show.
But it's their right to do it. They own it.
Also, they're changing because of him and his contract that's in place. I mean, we go back a year. That's when all this stuff should have been done.
Yeah.
And Conan should have stayed where he was, and Jay should have stayed where he is. They should have done that. And this actually has history because this has happened before with the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
In the 80s, the guest host or the backup host for the Tonight Show was Joan Rivers.
Always Joan Rivers.
And everybody loved Joan Rivers. And Joan Rivers was like the heir apparent, if not David Letterman, to the Tonight Show, and more so than David Letterman.
More so. It was pretty much universally understood that she would probably take over the Tonight Show from Johnny someday.
And what happened
and people
was,
were fucking happy as hell about it because she was great.
Because she was great. She was probably better as a temporary host because of her just the way she does her comedy. But Fox came along. They had a gap in their late night show, and they said to Joan Rivers, would you like a show on our late night lineup? And she said, absolutely. She took the Joan Rivers show on the Fox. How long did it last?
It's like 2 months.
Maybe.
She was off the air almost
I knew
immediately.
Joan Rivers used to be the backup host for The Tonight Show. I'd never realized that's what happened to her. That she went to
and
Fox.
she got a lifetime ban from The Tonight Show because of that. Johnny Carson never spoke to her again.
She went from being the guest host of The Tonight Show, heir apparent to The Tonight Show, biggest show in U.S. history, or like the show you want to have, especially as a host. She goes on the Fox show, Joan Rivers show, there 2 months, and she burned it. And she said publicly when Fox canceled her, I could have just stayed where I was and had everything right, and Fox took me in and then canceled me immediately.
Yeah.
And basically just derailed her. And where is she now?
Sounds like she's on...
E.
No, she's on...
Red carpet.
I know where she is. She's on TV Guide channel.
She's on TV Guide channel.
Wow.
Doing her red carpet stuff. Still a tremendously funny lady, you know?
But then Carson loved Letterman. Like, Carson is basically, he hand-selected Letterman to be his replacement, and then somehow...
That was 1990. What I'm talking about is 1986.
Yeah. I'm talking when Carson actually was stepping down, though. And then somehow Letterman ended up, he got screwed out of the job because of some reason or another, or I guess...
Once again, Jay Leno.
Yeah, it was Jay Leno took the job from Letterman. And here's a fun fact. Do you know the last time Carson appeared on late night TV? Do you know where it was?
Yeah, it was on Letterman.
It was on Letterman.
We watched it.
He sat behind the desk, and it was probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, Burnie and I watched it on YouTube last week.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if we talked about this during the podcast, but Johnny Carson, after he retired from The Tonight Show, he disappeared.
Yeah.
He went to live on a boat. We
Right.
never saw him again. And, Jeff, you heard a really cool rumor about
yeah.
I read about it.
I've heard this.
Letterman talked about it when Carson died. It wasn't a rumor. Yeah, I saw the episode, like the homage to Carson on Letterman when he died. Carson was still a funny guy.
He was still writing.
You know, he was still I don't think people realize he was a writer and he wrote a lot of the material, and he was actually he probably would have been okay as a comic. He after he left, he would still write monologues for Letterman because he didn't have anything else to do. He was sitting on that boat and he still thought of funny shit to say, so he would mail in and email in like jokes to Letterman, and Letterman would use them every night on the show.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then he would do the Letterman would do like the golf swing anytime it was a Carson joke.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. So
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And there's an instance where NBC said, Tonight Show's number one. There was really no other competition for it because The Late Show didn't exist. And they took the attitude of, well, we're not going to mess with a good thing. Jay Leno is the backup host for The Tonight Show. We know this works. We know this gets ratings. We know Letterman does well late night. And so they stuck with it. And guess what? It worked. Jay Leno beat Letterman, 10 years.
It was more than 10 years.
Yeah, Letterman never beat him. I don't think on a year-to-year basis. He might have beat him on individual episodes, but Letterman was always chasing him. And by the way, I love Letterman.
Absolutely.
That's who I would prefer to watch in all of this. His scandal. Talk about things that get ratings. I mean, Letterman should have an affair, once every few weeks,
or make fun of Sarah Palin's other daughters.
or have heart surgery or something like that. So I mean, back to Jay or Dan's point is that if you think that Conan O'Brien is being tossed off the Tonight Show because Jay's show is doing poorly, that's not the case. This is an overall fix that they're doing, and Conan is the odd man out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's the biggest loser in the bunch. And Jimmy Fallon's the smartest guy in the world because he's not saying a goddamn
Keeping
thing.
his mouth shut.
He actually did come out and say he wasn't sure how to react because he's friends with both of them, and he wasn't going to pick sides. I saw him on his show do that.
Here's how you react. Get in a fetal position in your dressing room. That's it. Duck and cover. That's what I would do.
Yeah, just stay out of the way, man. Just keep your mouth shut and just keep doing your job.
But sadly, I think Bernie's right. If Conan goes to Fox or wherever Conan goes, he might get some initial hype. People might be excited to see the new show, wish him back. And then in 6 months, Conan will have the same ratings Conan's always had.
Would you be shocked to see Conan go to Comedy Central?
I don't think
he would do
I
it.
don't think Conan's going to take any kind of a step down if he's not going to go anywhere.
He doesn't
that's
need
not a
to.
major network. Yeah.
I think if he's off, I think the rumors are that he's going to make $40 million in contract buyout.
Yeah.
Which apparently now is nothing because in all the moving around, NBC has lost hundreds of millions of dollars. And the argument that they made when they made the Jay Leno show was that it's so cheap we can't not make money. It doesn't matter what the ratings are. That was their big push at the time.
Yeah. And now it's like, oh, we have 5 hours of programming every week that are doing absolutely terrible. Whoops.
They were talking about on I was listening the other day. I don't remember where I heard it, but they were saying there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. There was a huge guest struggle where Leno's people and Conan's people were constantly fighting over guests, and Leno always won that struggle.
Yeah.
So
Which that doesn't help Conan at all.
Doesn't help Conan.
Apparently, it didn't help Leno either.
But didn't help Leno either. But then, once again, I mean, Conan's in the slot, The Tonight Show, and he still couldn't get guests.
Yeah.
Conan goes to Fox. Your choice is, and you got to think about the average audience. They're going to watch Leno, they're going to watch Conan, or they're going to watch Letterman. I think anybody that would watch Conan is going to watch Letterman.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the audience that Conan preserved for The Tonight Show was the hardcore Tonight Show audience, that's just what they watch. And they're used to watching that. Mm-hmm. And I think if you're going to go for that brand of humor, you're probably going to go for Letterman.
Who's got to be the happiest dude in the world right now.
Probably so. Jimmy Kimmel seems to be in there. I don't even know when Jimmy Kimmel is on.
He's on at, his show starts at 12:05 Eastern, so he's at 11 p.m. show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's halfway through The Tonight Show he comes on?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got like a weird time slot.
Yeah, that becomes hard for us because Tonight Show's on for us at 10:30 at night, not at 11.
Yeah, so if Conan had accepted to start The Tonight Show 30 minutes later, he'd have been going up against Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
And a very funny argument that was made was that he'd be on at 12:05, and that's literally not The Tonight Show.
Yeah.
It's tomorrow.
Only for the East Coast. They don't matter. Hey, I didn't notice this yesterday, Geoff, but you have a new tattoo on your hand. I know you said you were going to do it, but I didn't see it until...
yeah, I got a new tattoo.
Until right now when you were sitting there.
On, like, my palm. It's a...
Is that a bacteria?
No, it's a drawing of...
Paramecium.
Of a ghost.
Oh, it's a ghost.
Yeah, it's I had that picture in the office, Daddy and the Ghosts, that Millie drew.
It's pretty cool.
It's one of the ghosts. Yeah, I like it. It's a cute little guy.
Yeah, I saw the picture Griffin posted in her profile of hers.
Yeah, she got the sun and I got a ghost.
Yeah, I didn't realize y'all had different ones. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Your tattoo artist is very talented.
Yeah, she's a...
Did you let Millie do the tattoo?
No. I thought it would be a
Give her
cool...
the needle.
I thought it'd be a really cool thing for Millie to go, because she's so into art, you know? It's like, she's kind of getting obsessed, actually. And she just draws and paints constantly. And so we went to the tattoo thing to do it from Griffin's friend, and I thought that Millie would be really excited about getting to see her art like put someplace permanently. She didn't give a fuck.
Does she understand that like that's forever now?
Yeah, she understands tattoos, but yeah, she just didn't care. She wanted to go.
Does she want a tattoo yet?
She gives herself tattoos all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and there's nothing I can do about it. One night I came in, and she had drawn all over her legs, and I was like, Millie, what are you doing? And she goes, I made tattoos. And I was like, you can't do that. And she looked at me and she said, Mommy has tattoos. Daddy has tattoos. Millie can have tattoos. And I was like, okay.
That's a tough argument.
Yeah. How do I argue against that? So.
Well, I'm honestly a little surprised that she wasn't too into it.
Yeah, she just didn't care. I tried to get her excited about it, but she like wanted to walk around and explore and meet people. Mm-hmm. So.
Where were you guys at, downtown or?
Yeah, there was a tattoo convention over the weekend.
Oh, cool.
And Griffin has a really good friend who is her like primary artist who lives in San Francisco, and she comes in once a year for that convention. So we went to see her.
So did Griffin get any more tattoos, or just the Millie one?
The Millie one.
You sound down.
Do I sound down?
Do you want more tattoos?
Are you drained after our Tonight Show conversation?
Yeah, it was. I'm a beat.
It got awful quiet in here.
Take a little nap.
It's very heated. I think
and they're all just standing on the shoulders of giants. You know, I mean, that's the other thing. Is
you're
just,
100% correct.
I mean, you look at stuff with Carson, and he's just he was a totally different level than these guys. You know,
yeah.
And then Letterman following Carson. You tell me they can't find late night hosts that can have a conversation? I watched that Chuck thing because he told me to watch it with the guy between Tom Brokaw, Chuck, and Conan. Dear Lord, dude, that was painful to fucking watch. Everyone's like, you know, and it's just, give me a fucking break. And then you watch Carson with Richard Pryor, and it's a conversation where you're in love with Richard Pryor by the end of it. You and I were talking about that.
You can go back and watch any episode of Carson on YouTube or wherever you can find it. It doesn't matter who he's interviewing or when it was. It will still be entertaining to you, even though it's 30 years old and completely irrelevant. The dude was talented.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Absolutely.
And Letterman's the same way. I mean, it may not be the same level as Carson, but Letterman's up there. You know?
And Craig Ferguson.
Letterman can interview somebody.
Ferguson's doing really, really well right now. He's getting a lot of good...
I don't like Craig Ferguson for some reason.
You should watch. He's good. He can have a conversation with somebody.
That's the thing, Conan...
They should have put him on instead of Jimmy Fallon.
He does a 30-minute monologue a day.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Wow. As much as I like Conan, I really do, he's a horrible interviewer.
Yeah.
He really is. He can't interview. And that's what the whole show is.
That's right.
You get like 2 or 3 minutes of funny skits, that's fine. But you have 80% of that show is two dudes or a dude and a lady talking on a couch. And if you can't do that part well, then it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Why does Craig Ferguson do 30 minutes of monologue? Does he only have one guest?
I think he only has one guest, yeah.
Wow, that's
Is
crazy.
that right?
It's interesting.
Usually only one guest in the Craig Ferguson show?
I don't think I've ever seen the Craig Ferguson
I'll
show.
have to give it a shot. I watched it once or twice back in the day and didn't dig it at all.
I got really upset watching watching what Conan was doing the other day with the Tonight Show. Just like, it's not good enough that you weren't good enough for the show. Now you're going to try to take apart this franchise that everybody loves and everybody's built up. You know what I mean? I guess it's once again, it's all about him. It's all about him and his ability not to get ratings. And that's how many times has that story been told in television? You know? And I don't think he'll go anywhere. I don't think he'll go to Fox. I don't see why he would, unless he really believes, like Jack does, that he's the voice of the internet generation, and they're all going to follow him to Fox. The people don't even watch late night television. Clearly,
yeah. I guess maybe late night television is just a dying breed.
I think it is. Yeah. I don't think it's that relevant. Like Jack talked about earlier. Like we don't even really watch TV the day it comes out.
Well, plus with
DVR and Hulu and all this stuff, like it doesn't matter what time things are on anymore.
Not even that. But Bernie and I were talking about this the other day. Like when I was a kid, I would always fight with my parents to let me stay up to watch Letterman and Carson. And back then, like that was really, before the internet, that was really the only way you could get any kind of insight into actors and musicians and actresses. Mm-hmm. And that was like if I don't know, somebody that you liked was on, it was a big deal because that was like, I only get to see them once a year in a movie, or I can see Michael J. Fox like on Letterman
and see
what he's like. And that's totally not the case now. I mean, I spend hours a day surfing celebrity blogs.
Right.
And shit like that, and it's like, and gossip sites, and it's like all that information is available to us all the time. So there's not as much of an impetus to go and see Will Ferrell on the Tonight Show because you can see Will Ferrell on Funny or Die for all day long.
Right? Yeah. I guess there's definitely a lot more access.
And you're not going to want to suffer through how banal an entire hour of late night television is to get the one or two good moments. You just, as a viewer, you expect a more efficient experience than that, I would think. Jeff, I'm handing you this picture here. That's the rally for Conan O'Brien outside of Universal Studios.
You should... Yeah, that's sad.
You look at all those people. Those are people who are just looking for something to do. Yeah. That does not look like a sustainable audience to me. It's a bunch of people in T-shirts, and they're just looking like... I wouldn't be impressed by that.
I'd like to see some more pictures, honestly, before...
That's the first picture I pulled up, and that's exactly what I expected to see.
I would want to reserve judgment.
So what is
Gus reserving judgment?
I'm just saying, like, over half of that picture is it's like a street with cars. It's not a very good picture showing the people.
So what is NBC's answer in all this? Like, what is NBC going to do to save face in this whole situation?
Is, oops.
They're not going to save face.
Yeah, their answer is they'll do what they want.
They'll put Leno back on. Leno won't succeed to the level that he was.
Nope. But Leno will be on the Tonight Show until he dies.
I guess
the Tonight Show will do okay. It'll probably not beat Letterman from here on out.
So
I don't think it'll ever recover.
Who will ever want to replace Leno on the Tonight Show?
That's a great question. I think the Tonight Show is permanently tarnished. That's really sad.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No, people will forget about it.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was tarnished after the Joan Rivers thing. I don't think it was tarnished after the Letterman thing, and that was a bit of a controversy.
Letterman was a controversy, yeah,
but it wasn't nearly like this. If you didn't have the guy on the show every night.
Well, I don't think it'll ever recover to the level that it was before this happened. Before Conan took over.
Well, what could?
Yeah,
I mean.
I think people will forget. I think it'll be back and just fine. In a year, no one will remember.
Tonight Show did benefit for a number of years, decades, in which it didn't have any real competition for a late-night interview show, and it was one of three things to watch on TV.
Yeah, that's a very good point. It was Tonight Show or Nightline, right?
There were two other channels, yeah.
What did networks used to air? Like, what did CBS used to air before Letterman? Like, the 10:30 slot?
I don't know. I mean,
I can't even remember.
There's a pretty good chance it was off the air.
Yeah,
by 11:30 or.
No, they might have been showing like syndicated.
They might have had some sort of a rerun, but it was always like
in our lifetime. Yeah, but what about in the 60s and 70s?
Yeah, I don't know. Nightline's was on ABC forever.
That's something that's changed in our lifetime when networks used to go off the air.
Yeah,
or TV shows would shut off, or the channel would just shut off.
Get your American flag and.
You're static.
Done for the night.
Mm-hmm. You think people who watch Poltergeist today understand that?
Probably not.
If they went back and watched it. And I don't think they probably realized when they were making Poltergeist that they were focusing on something that was going to go away.
Can you even see static on a TV anymore?
Yeah, I have a static channel on my TV.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it got picked up. It's just static. We get a lot of Spanish channels, by the way, over the air now.
Oh, did you hook up your antenna?
Yeah, I hooked up the antenna.
Yeah, this is. Look at this. Here's another picture.
Okay, yeah, that's a better picture.
Yeah, that's a dig meetup. You know what I mean?
Look, there's a 0 hour hoodie in there.
Yeah.
That's my hoodie.
I like that that's the one thing you spot.
I would like to walk through. Yeah, I see that too, and it looks good.
Yeah, it's a great shape.
Best made garment ever. They literally are eating pizza in the line here in this crowd. They're like passing around pizza boxes.
But come on, are you disparaging pizza now, Bernie?
No, I just don't see. I mean,
but isn't that the audience that NBC would love to have? That younger audience, the 18 to 40-year-old male audience.
But apparently Conan doesn't have that audience. If he did, he would have ratings.
But they're all standing outside.
They don't watch TV.
200 people are standing outside.
This is a bigger deal on the internet than it is on the television show.
Yeah.
You know, because they have the T-shirts are on the internet. I mean, the TV shows aren't selling the T-shirts. It's people who want to just make these, T-shirts to capitalize on it that are doing it. I see these people wearing those T-shirts. No, I don't see that. I don't look at that and see a real audience at all. I really don't. I see a bunch of people who are excited to be out doing something. So they all got together. And I guarantee they organized this little meeting on the internet, and then they'll just go back to the internet to talk about it. And then half these people won't watch The Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien that night. They won't watch it.
Well, they might watch it to see if they got on.
See if they got on there, yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah, they're not going to... It's not sustainable. I just don't think it's sustainable. I might be jaded at this point, but I've seen enough of this stuff go by on the internet, and everyone gets very excited, and then it just goes away, and it doesn't fucking matter. Dollhouse is being canceled.
Yeah.
It's gone. You know what I mean?
Final episode's like 2 or 3 weeks.
Jack, that was the show of the internet generation.
What happened? I don't know about that. I don't know if that's
happened?
true.
Well, you don't know if it's true anymore. I bet 9 months ago you would have said that. Most
No,
important fucking show in the
9 months
world.
ago.
Well, yeah, but look who got it back. The internet got it.
It was a pretty horrible show, though. Honestly, you
Great.
could say Family Guy is the show of the internet generation. That's still on.
Absolutely not.
They bought DVDs.
Family Guy is the show of the people who spent $30 to buy a DVD generation.
Exactly right.
That show got brought back on the air because they sold 1.5 million box sets.
Anyway, who cares? What's the point? I mean,
Yeah.
really, what is the point? You know what I mean? It's just like, I mean, people's behavior is going to change. You know what I mean? And it won't matter. They can get as upset as they want to get. Things will be changed the way they are. They'll be that way, and you either watch it or you won't watch it. But likelihood, you probably won't watch it.
Yeah.
1% of America. You're probably not in that category. Do you care? Do you care that Conan O'Brien is going off the Tonight Show?
Dude, we got Haiti happening right now.
Let's not even say that. Don't even worry about that.
No, but there's like actual stuff going on in the world, and all I see. No, it's annoying because, like you said, we're CNN.com. If you go to it right now, it'll be blasted with Tonight Show stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And for what 2.5 million people out of 300 million people in this country, it doesn't matter. Nobody really cares.
You just don't watch it. Like in the last year, 365 days. How many times do you think you tuned in?
I watched the first 2 shows of Conan, and I thought, it's pretty funny. It's just like the Conan show.
I probably watched most of them.
You watch more late night TV than anyone I know, Gus.
Yep.
Yeah.
The problem, I think, the big thing that people are getting pissed off about this is the fact that Leno's coming back. More than anything else is like people, like basically NBC is saying Conan isn't working. We're replacing him with Leno. That the people who love Conan are saying, not even the people who love Conan. Leno in general is not a funny person, and they're replacing someone, Conan, who has shown that he's been a very funny person at other times. And the ratings aren't showing it now, but I think that's the big point that people are really pissed off about.
And I would agree with that.
It's like my guy is getting replaced by this shitty guy.
I would agree with that.
That's 100% what this whole thing's about.
If those people thought Conan was so funny, why didn't they watch the show?
Maybe they were the people watching the show.
I guess. Well, in that case, then it's a super minority that likes Conan.
Yep. I mean, yeah, I'm willing to accept that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, I mean, NBC really screwed up because, I mean, how many times do you see something that's bad that gets to the top like that? I mean, you can see that with a lot with comedians. Usually the most popular comedian in the country, people don't think he's funny.
It's like the blandest comedian out there.
Like Dane Cook.
Yeah, somebody's going to see Carrot Top. Somebody's doing that.
Yeah, there's a reason why Carrot Top's making a mint at his fucking live shows.
Right. So the guy who does the puppets, who I don't even know who he is.
Jeff Dunham.
All I know is that people don't find him funny, but there's something's going on.
He's got a show.
It's funny you say that. I'm going to take it on a little tangent here. When we were flying back from San Francisco on our last trip for making a commercial, we connected through Vegas. So the last leg of our flight was Vegas to Austin. And when we were getting off the plane in Austin, I guess 2 guys were sitting next to each other, met on the plane, and were talking. And one of them was like, "Yeah, I went and saw this. This is my first time ever to Vegas. I saw this guy with puppets. His name was Jeff Dunham. He's famous or something. I don't know. I never heard of him." And the other guy's like, "Oh, really? I've never heard of him either. What does he do?" He goes, "Oh, he does impressions." And the guy's like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, he's really good. He sings all kinds of music. Anything you want from Garth Brooks to Brooks and Dunn. He did it all." And I was like, wow, this conversation's happening right in front of me. I was like looking around and like, no one else was paying attention.
No one was filming you at the time.
He's got the Brookses covered.
How about you, Jack? How much late night TV have you watched?
Lately, a lot. But before this, I watched the first few Conans when I was out in L.A. Because it started up while I was living out in Los Angeles. So I watched a few like the first couple weeks, and also I didn't have a job, so I was sitting on the couch quite a bit. And then it's tapered off. But I mean, the late night TV I watch is Daily Show and Colbert Report, and then I'll catch up on my shows that I missed during the day at night. Like I'll watch How I Met Your Mother, whatever else, The Office, 30 Rock. I'll watch those at night before I go to sleep. But as far as watching late night TV, I don't usually do it. And but now I've been watching Conan and then part of Jimmy Fallon most nights, like the last couple weeks. Because like I feel bad because this is stuff that I enjoy and I take for granted that it's even there. And now that I know it's not going to be there anymore, I feel bad about it. And I think a lot of people are going through that right now too.
Okay,
that makes sense.
No, it totally makes sense. So, Conan has produced some of the funniest stuff I've seen in the last 10 years on late night. Triumph is hilarious.
Triumph's hilarious.
Amy Poehler came out of there, and Letterman doesn't have bits like that. I mean, what is it? Who's the Chris Elliott was like one of the funnier things to come out of the late night show.
Yeah, he does stuff like where they sand shit down.
No, the Grinder Girl.
The Grinder Girl. He does like that kind of stuff. But his top 10. Letterman's bits are always kind of...
There's actually a thing on NBC now. Technically, they own the rights to all of that stuff that was created during Conan's shows.
Of course.
And so,
it's their stuff.
Like, there's like an argument now, like, who owns Triumph the Insult Comic Dog?
So
is
NBC.
Is it Smigel or is it NBC? And so, if Conan does move somewhere, like, Masturbating Bear is owned by NBC, and it's like...
That happens.
Like...
Letterman can't do throwing things off a 10-story building.
Yeah, and like, I read somewhere, like, Larry Bud Melman, when Letterman moved from CBS, he had to change his name because they own Larry Bud Melman. Or he used his real name as opposed to his fake one. That's
correct.
Nuts. That's
the way it works. You work any job, like an engineer working at IBM. If he has a patent or invents something, he doesn't own it. IBM owns it. Who pays the it's who pays the bill gets the reward.
Yeah, the person who paid you to develop all that stuff.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, I wouldn't say the person who paid to develop that, or the person who paid someone to develop that would make sense.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
How is you saying that?
NBC created a format with which Conan could come up with those ideas and those bits. They should belong to NBC.
Yeah.
And it's not like if he doesn't get ratings or the bits aren't funny, Conan's going to pay them back his paycheck.
Yeah.
I would love to see a Masturbating Bear TV show on NBC.
It probably wouldn't, Jack. I mean, honestly, would you really want to see that?
Not at all.
Right up there with the caveman.
I could see like NBC trying that. Like, oh, that's what they liked on TV.
They're going to let Joss Whedon develop it.
Yeah.
It'll be gone in 3 episodes.
But I will say this, and then if you go back over the last 10 years too, and when I heard about interviews that I then wanted to see, they were always Letterman interviews.
Yes.
If they were funny bits, they were Conan, and Jay Leno could care less about. I don't think. I think
there's not a memorable moment on
product placement.
Yeah,
like Drew Barrymore and him talking about Kraft macaroni and cheese. Like it was something to ridicule.
Headlines.
Yeah. I can't think about Jay Leno without still remembering those Cool Ranch Doritos ads from like the early 90s.
Oh yeah.
I still see him as a Dorito salesman.
Did you see what Jimmy Kimmel said to Leno on his own show?
Yeah.
When Leno interviewed him, like he brought him on for like 10 at 10 or whatever, and Kimmel said, "Jay, leave me and Conan alone. You've got $400 million and a hangar full of cars. We have wives and kids. Please just leave our shows alone." On Leno's own show.
Yeah, that's also Kimmel trying to capitalize. Nobody's fucking with Kimmel. You know? It's Kimmel trying to get ratings. It's Kimmel saying trying to drive a wedge in. And I like Jimmy Kimmel. Don't get me wrong, but he's it's him trying to insert himself into the controversy.
Oh yeah, totally.
He has no business being there.
Yeah,
he has a point though. Leno doesn't have any kids, just a shitload of cars.
What does that point?
Matter. That's no point.
Doesn't matter.
That's not a point.
I feel like we've soured everyone's mood here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We got a big, long discussion about late-night television hosts. And then we are arguing doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I don't think any of us really care about it necessarily.
I really don't. I really don't care. The thing Conan was doing was upsetting me the other day, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So let's end on something more positive that we can talk about. And I don't know what that is, but I'm hoping somebody else can talk about it. We saw Cynthia... Who's the chick from Mad Men? Cynthia Hendricks?
Oh.
At the Golden Globes?
We saw her Golden Globes.
Christina Hendricks.
Christina Hendricks, thank you.
Talented lady.
God.
Wow. She was spilling out of that dress.
I might have to replace my obligatory Kim Kardashian photo with a photo of her.
Something just showed up on my radar that I had not yet heard about, which is a Martin Scorsese miniseries for HBO.
Oh, yeah.
Which is supposed to be something like a cross between Sopranos and Mad Men, which
Really?
I'm sure they're just coming up
Well,
with.
it takes place during Prohibition era, like in New Jersey or somewhere like that. Like it's on like a boardwalk or something. That's
going to be my new wallpaper.
right there.
Gus just pulled up her dress.
Lovely designs.
Good
Wish I was
framing.
pulling down her dress.
Hey-o. Vagina.
See, even Heyo is... I mean, that's Ed McMahon.
Yeah.
Ed McMahon. God, I mean, The Tonight Show was such a juggernaut and such an experience that Ed McMahon had a whole career afterwards doing nothing, just being him.
Yeah.
Showing up, being on envelopes, telling you that you have junk mail. And be like, Ed McMahon.
Hey, good man.
Thank
He
you.
gave people junk mail with a smile, and they took it happily.
Yeah, they're all excited.
And he'd give you cash for gold.
What the fuck is the Publishers Clearinghouse? What is that?
No clue.
It's just a way to sell you magazines, right?
Yeah.
That's all it is?
You get those
Yeah.
little stamps, and then you put the stamp in on the sheet, and then you get that magazine.
And then your neighbors get lots of magazines.
Do they still have that? Do they still do
I would
that?
assume
I remember
they-
when I was a kid,
What, do they still do what,
I'd
mail?
always see commercials for that. But I don't feel like
We
I
don't-
see the commercials for that really anymore.
They still do something like it. I've seen a commercial.
We used to always get those, like, you'd get the letter that was like, you've made it to the 4th round. Mm-hmm. If you fill out this piece of paper, you virtually guaranteed to make it to the 5th round.
Did they invent the giant check?
That's a good question. They might have.
Or did that start with like golfing tournaments?
I don't know. I just remember when I was a kid and they'd show up at somebody's door unannounced and they'd give them the giant check for $2 million. I think, this is the greatest thing.
He gets balloons and a giant check.
Can you start paying us in giant checks up here at work?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd like to go try to go to a bank and actually try to cash the giant check. That would be fantastic.
Try to stuff it into one of those ATM deposit slips.
You need to go to a giant ATM.
I wonder if you go to Bank of America and say, I want a giant check, a 2-foot by 6-foot check. I want that, but I want it to be legal tender.
There's no way.
Why not?
No way.
Why not?
They're not going to make that.
The Bank of America, man. They can do whatever the hell they want.
They'll need $40 billion from the U.S. government, then they can do it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can find a place to buy a giant check online.
How are our trophies coming?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. We're there. They should be ready very soon. We have to order a part from eBay for them. I don't want to spoil it, but as soon as our part from eBay gets in, we'll be done.
And as soon as we drink that part, empty it out, then they'll be ready to go. I also want to point out that Bungie is doing a benefit for the victims of the Haiti disaster. Anything that's bought in the Bungie store, I'm paraphrasing here from memory.
That's owned by Bungie.
That is owned by Bungie. They will donate the proceeds of that, or some portion of the proceeds. I think it's all the proceeds. Right?
It's all the proceeds.
Goes to relief funds for the victims of the Haiti earthquake.
And they also have the special shirt too.
They have a special shirt they made for it, a superintendent shirt, and they're also doing a play date where they will donate money for everyone who plays Halo Wednesday or Thursday of this week. You can get the official times at Bungie.net.
It is 12:01 a.m. Pacific time Wednesday through 11:59 p.m. Pacific time Thursday.
Okay, great.
And it's for every 1,000 people, they will donate $100 up to $77,000.
So go ahead and...
How many people do they have to hit to get the max there?
770,000 people.
We can do
should
it.
not be hard for them.
And you'll have to go on Bungie.net and see. You'll have to change your avatar, your
emblem.
your insignia.
Heart, I believe it is.
Yeah,
It's a very
it's a heart
specific
with a
one, though.
circle. And
The colors have to be specific, though, right?
yeah. They've got to list it out exactly.
I'll
what
link
you need
dump
to
it.
do.
It's like 7 steps.
Anyway, we'll have more information on the site at redversusblue.com/drunktank or roosterteeth.com/drunktank. And we're also going to be having community playdate, where on Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central until 10 p.m. we're all going to be on playing Halo 3 as well. Or Halo ODST. But probably Halo 3.
Probably
Probably
Halo.
Halo
I'm thinking some Griffball.
Getting some matchmaking. Hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a very good idea.
I haven't played Griffball in forever, man.
And
I can't wait to get destroyed by some people who are really good.
so hit us up in the Drunk Tank forum if you want to try to schedule a time to play a game. We'll do our best to accommodate everyone. Otherwise, we will see you on Xbox Live this Thursday at
Yay.
8 p.m. Central.
Yay.
I'll be there.
Holla.
All right. So I guess we should wrap it up.
Oh, I thought that was the end.
All right. Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone.
Bye.
Toodles.